In a harrowing operation to apprehend the son of notorious drug lord Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, the Mexican government found themselves entangled in a deadly confrontation with the Sinaloa cartel. Tragically, almost 30 lives were lost, including 10 soldiers, sparking a wave of cartel violence that sent shockwaves through the nation. According to the authorities, 10 soldiers were among those killed when the drug lord's son was arrested, which sparked cartel violence. After a confrontation with cartel members, the Mexican government reports that at least 29 individuals, including 10 soldiers, have died in an operation to apprehend the son of imprisoned Mexican drug lord Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, El Raton, or the Mouse, Ovidio. Guzman was apprehended early on Thursday in the northern state of Sinaloa and transported to Mexico City by military aircraft. Defense Secretary Luis Crescencio Sandoval told reporters on Friday that 10 members of the military sadly lost their lives in the line of duty, adding that 19 lawbreakers were also slain in the operation. 35 further soldiers were wounded by gunfire. After Ovidio Guzman's arrest, members of the Sinaloa cartel and their associates went on the rampage, attacking security personnel, torching cars, and blocking roads around the Pacific coastline state. The Sinaloa capital city of Culiacan, where the potent drug cartel El Chapo presided before being apprehended in 2016 and extradited to the United States in 2017, is where most of the bloodshed took place. The operations on Thursday resulted in the arrest of 21 additional people, according to Sandoval, who also noted that no reports of civilian fatalities had been made. Ovidio Guzman, 32, was apprehended after 6 months of intelligence operations to find him, according to the government. He is currently being held at a maximum security federal jail. According to Sandoval, as the Sinaloa cartel initiated its operation to free Ovidio Guzman, 2 Air Force aircraft and a passenger plane that was due to take a departure from Culiacan Airport were also damaged. According to Sandoval, the Air Force planes had to make an emergency landing after suffering a significant number of impacts. Nobody was hurt. The minister further stated that an increased security presence will now be maintained in Sinaloa, on Mexico's Pacific coast, to protect the populace, with an additional 1,000 military soldiers moving there today. According to John Holman, who is based in Mexico City, the situation in Culiacan looked to have stabilized on Friday as cars were once again seen driving around the city. When asked if the arrest of the younger Guzman would stop the drug cartels from operating, Holman responded that previous arrests of top figures had proved that the strategy of knocking out kingpins and hoping that that means the whole structure falls apart has just been shown to not work. According to Holman, what's happened on numerous occasions is either it just goes on or the organizations splinter into different groups. In the U.S., El Chapo, which is short for Shorty, is currently incarcerated for life for bringing hundreds of tons of drugs into the nation for 25 years. His cartel is still among the most powerful in Mexico, but Washington accuses it of using the opioid crisis as cover to saturate neighborhoods with fentanyl, a synthetic drug that is approximately 50 times more potent than heroin. According to the U.S. Department of State, Ovidio Guzman and one of his brothers are suspected of conspiring to distribute cocaine and marijuana, while also managing around a dozen methamphetamine labs in Sinaloa. The agency also said that he reportedly gave the go-ahead to kill informants, a drug dealer, and a Mexican musician who declined to sing at his wedding. There are no present plans to extradite Ovidio Guzman to the U.S., according to Mexican President Andrés Manuel López Obrador. The elements of the case have to be presented, and the judges in Mexico decide, he stated on Friday. It's a procedure, not just the request, either. Ovidio Guzman was detained just days before U.S. President Joe Biden and Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau were scheduled to meet with AMLO, the President of Mexico, for 2 days of negotiations in Mexico City. The date of the operation has been minimized by Mexican officials, but Al Jazeera's Holman reported that many observers are skeptical. Usually, he continued, the Mexican government tries to get some sort of big win every time one of those big meetings happens, whether it be in terms of seizing drugs or trying to seize some sort of boss. The arrest of Ovidio Guzman, son of El Chapo, led to a tragic chain of events as the Sinaloa cartel retaliated violently. The loss of almost 30 lives, including 10 soldiers, underscores the enduring challenge Mexico faces in combating drug cartels. The aftermath serves as a somber reminder that arresting top figures may not be enough to dismantle these criminal organizations. As the nation seeks lasting solutions, international cooperation and comprehensive approaches are vital. Let's stay vigilant and informed as we navigate this ongoing struggle for a safer, drug-free world. Subscribe to stay updated on this critical issue.